Hello and welcome to an episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason, just in rural Ohio, and I'm in front of one of them, a few S bridges here in Ohio. Now, this is one that has the National Historic Landmark distinction, and there's a historical marker here. And the closest town is probably Fairview, but I'm about maybe 10 miles east of Old Washington as well. But it also didn't take me long to realize I was in Amish country because, well, yeah, I saw a couple horse and buggies while driving the national roads. So, but that's fine. You know, it's all foreign to me. But you know, as an explorer and historian and vlogger and all that, you know, I always like to collect as much as I can get. You know, information that is. All right, let me show you the marker and the bridge. And this is one of the last two historic national road episodes I'm doing. The last one will be like the last 5 towns as you're going into West Virginia. But now let me give you a little, now to get to this road, now you got to go to the exit where Ohio State Route 713. If you're going east or westbound, just make the exit and then you turn left, and then you go north and then you turn left and you're back on the national road. Now, Highway 40 and Interstate 70, which is that right there behind those trees, you can probably hear it. You see all the trucks and cars rapidly going by. Now, they are running concurrent with each other because, yeah, there's a lot of rural roads, but it's kind of confusing, you know, that's what was a national road and what wasn't. And unfortunately, on the state of Ohio's part, or the Ohio National Road Association's part, some of these roads are poorly marked, unfortunately, but I hate to criticize. But here is the S Bridge historical marker. Okay, this was built about 1828, the old national road that is, where the road crossed a creek at an angle. A stone arch bridge was built at right angles to the stream flow. S-shaped walls were then built to guide traffic around the jog from the direction of travel across the bridge and back onto the road line. An arch parallel with the stream flow and in line with the road would have been more difficult and costly to build. Then this was put up by the Ohio Society of Professional Engineers in 1954. And then this bridge is a National Historic Landmark. It was designated by the National Park Service and U.S. Department of the Interior in 1965. And I'm going to see about this. I doubt there's any, okay, yeah, there's, looks like some hornet's nest. Okay, and as you can see, nobody is allowed to drive on it. I even drove on the other direction, but I had keep fighting my way out of somebody's driveway without running over their cat and dog. And I don't think anybody's allowed to walk on it either. I'm not going to take my chances because, you know, I want to make sure people don't I don't want viewers to think that I'm getting them in trouble. But either way, I'm glad it's still here. And looking underneath the bridge, looks like a small creek. And I'm really curious as to what that plaque says on top of the stone arch bridge right over there. But unfortunately, I probably won't know. And I'm glad, I mean, I do see a few minor instances of graffiti, but not as bad. I mean, I'm glad this has stayed clean, knock on wood, you know. Or in this case, knock on stone, I don't know. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how many there are. At least 3 or 4 S bridges on the national road. Obviously, this is one of them. I've seen a couple others on YouTube, and I've been trying to find as many hidden national road parts as much as I can here in the state of Ohio. And again, I'm sorry to say they are a little poorly marked, but yeah. But whenever you do venture out on the national road for the first time, just kind of do your own research, draw up a map, and choose the best way to go. All right, thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Historically Marked. All right, I got one more historically marked episode in Ohio dealing with the national road, and that's just going to be pretty much the last few communities I breeze through. So, all right, see you guys soon. Stay tuned. Jason signing off.